has so much value to it, and I think sometimes we take too many people for granted. So I just wanted to do that in spite of the time. I know that it's fleeting. So I just wanted to say that I have such a sense of gratitude for everybody who comes here. And I began to think this week of the reasons why people come. Why did you come? Some of us come because we're hurting, because there's something very painful emotionally going on in our lives. We come because we want to be around other people who could support us. Some people come because they want a deeper spiritual life. They want more depth in their life. They want more joy in their life. They want to be with other people and gather ideas. Some people come just because they're curious. What is this? That's how I came. I wanted to know what this was. Why are those people happy? I wanted to find out. And when I came, I found that this was like an oasis in the dryness of my life. And it was dry, let me tell you. And so I found here that there were people that would support me, people who would love me through all my idiosyncrasies. It didn't matter. There were people who accepted me. And this was a place where I could learn. I could explore. I could grow. I could ask questions and questions and more questions. In fact, I was encouraged to ask questions. This was a place where people could pray together, be nurtured. And so I'm finding that there are so many reasons why people come to a spiritual community. A mother was explaining to her 6-year-old son about the golden rule. She was saying, of course, the golden rule is a very good thing. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. But she concluded her little sermonette. You know, isn't that what we got when we were growing up? Sermons or sermonettes? Sure, from our parents, and they were good. And so she concluded by saying, remember, we are all here. We are here to help others. And the 6-year-old mulled that over in his mind for a moment, and then he said, yeah, but what are the rest here for? A good question, because if we are all here to help others, what are the others here for? What are they here for? And I'll tell you, because that's a spiritual community, that we are here sometimes to give love and support, and other times to receive it. And those of you who have received, you know exactly what I'm saying. And I myself have received it. Going through a difficult time in my life, yes, I received from you, and I'm so grateful. So grateful. So when we go out today and we just circulate among these tables, I'm going to ask you one more thing. To remember the people, or just look around and see the people with whom you have made friends. So many people that are friends with each other, and sometimes I'm so surprised. I didn't know you even knew each other. Oh yes, we've been friends ever since we came. And even those of us who have been here a short time, I would imagine that you've made some friends. If it hadn't been for this spiritual community, I wouldn't have known any of it. I can't even imagine such a thing. I can't. And so today, as we do love in action, I have to ask myself, why do we do this? Because you might be asking, why are we doing this? Is it just because we have openings in the teams and we can get all these spaces filled? So there will be more people to wash dishes and sweep the floor and take out the trash and fold bulletins and newsletters and teach our children and teach classes and all the wonderful things we do here? Is that it? Well, that's part of it, yes. But there are deeper reasons than that. And one of those reasons is this, that we are here to be a force for good in the world. And the stronger we build this community, the more visible we are, the greater the vibration that comes from this place. And it's necessary. You know, we're not the only voice. There are organizations, churches, centers, all across this world that are working for good in this world. And I can't tell you, I don't have to tell you how much it is needed. Because we need to be a counterpoint for the people who are bent on destruction. I'm only going to mention one thing, because this has come to me lately. What we are showing on cable television that has, well, it comes in the form of entertainment that our children would have access to. That's not entertainment, that's filth. And I personally think, this is what I think. Unity people usually aren't protesters. But I think that we have to build ourselves stronger than what they are. Stronger than the people who are putting that out. We have to be a voice that can be heard in this world. You think unity is a voice that is heard not too loudly, not yet, but we need to be. With all these other people who are saying, let's be constructive individuals, we are part of that. All right. Another thing that I know what happens is when we give service. When we give service, we find something deeper within ourselves. It seems that we go away from that realm of our smallness. What's in it for me? And we enter into a greater realm of givingness, that I give of myself. And there is a law of giving and receiving. And often we think this just relates to money. No, it doesn't. It relates to everything. And you and I are the ones that get to put that law into action. We give first, and then comes the receiving. And as Albert Schweitzer said, and I paraphrase, you want to see a happy person? See one that gives service. And then there's something else here. Why do we do this? To build an organization so that we can be a legacy for our children. These precious children, these wonderful souls that have come into our care, they need to know that there's always a place here for them. A place of love, a safe place, an open place for them where they get to know of their greatness and their magnificence, that they get to know that they are children of the Most High. Whatever unity does, it is done in this way, that we are here to empower people, adults and children. We are all learning how to live a good life. That's what we're here for. So I want to just tell you briefly, yes, oh, I agree. Thank you. I appreciate that. So unity is based on this principle that there is the God power in every person. This God, this power, this presence that is everywhere is in you and me. And therefore, because it is in you and me, it wants to be expressed. That's That's our job, to go out and express this power in the world, to express our God potential. That's why we're here. So, today as you go out, and I just invite you to kind of mingle around the tables, and I know you have a desire to help. We all do, but sometimes we're bashful. Well, don't be bashful. We're all friends here. And so just look around. And when the leaders say, come over to my table, well, go and talk and see what's there for you. Let's have fun with this, because that is what this is all about. It's fun. If we can't have fun here, is there any point? I don't think so. We need to have fun. And so in all the unity surveys that I have ever read, you know what we come across as? Quiet and introspective. Does that mean we can't have fun? Does that mean we can't be involved? Does that mean that we don't need each other just because we're quiet and introspective? No, it doesn't mean that. See, Jesus needed 12 other guys. He couldn't do it alone. Well, we can't do it alone either. We need you. We need to build this community stronger than we ever have before, put more love in it than we ever have before. We need to be a voice that can be heard. Namaste.